Okay, I wanted to do a quick comparison video here of 3 common units that we see used with our label connector system when we call in and work with customers, printers they may already have or printers they're considering purchasing. First of all, obviously we're going to do a comparison here, but I want to just show you give you an overview, some thoughts on the 3 of them. They probably each have merits in their own right, so what we've got here is our label connector printer. Again, you can optionally purchase that with label connector, or we can make use of your printer that you already own. So you don't have to work with our particular printer, but this is the label connector printer. This is one of a few different Zebra printer models. A typical desktop unit retails for $350 in that price range, depending on where you purchase it. The label connector printer retails for $295, and this is a Dymo printer, which you can get at your sort of consumer grade $150 price tag at Office Max and places like that. As you can see here, when the labels come out, they actually come out upside down. Not sure why they did that, but anyway, so when it feeds, it actually feeds upward where this is coming out. Let's see if we can get that to feed for you. There we go. So it feeds and comes out like that. Anyway, and with their proprietary supplies that have a proprietary hole in there. So anyway, giving you back to an overview here. I want to first give you just the physical feel for like the way they both perform when they're printing. So I'm going to print out a test print here with the label connector printer here with 3 pages. Let's go ahead and just set that up. Okay, let's send a test job. I want you to listen to the motor differences here of how this prints with 3 labels. Okay, now let's go over to the Zebra printer, and I'm going to, do the best I can to print a test page here. Okay, so that kind of gives you sort of the feedback of just the physical, kind of quiet, kind of slower. It's a different test format. They both print equally well, the same way I would say, in my opinion. The Zebra printer line, we definitely support that, and if you don't end up with a label connector printer, the Zebra printers would be the printer that we sort of would recommend, as a third party. We also provide Zebra printers if you need them, but definitely if you have a Zebra printer, it's probably one of the more popular manufacturers that we definitely think is a good unit as well. Dymo printers, so you can see here what I've got set up here with the labels. That's a topic in of itself. I've got these feeding into the back. That's a great way, by the way, to save a lot of money on labels, because you can buy 8-inch OD 3-inch core rolls and feed them into the back of these things. But actually, if you're going to do that, you saw that the strength of the motor in this unit, in my opinion, sounds like it's got way more foot-pounds of torque than this motor, just from the sound of it. But I haven't been able to kind of dig in and look at the specs on the motors yet. So you can also, in both of these units, you can put like a 4 or 5-inch OD roll inside the unit. They both load both of these units in a real similar way, where you feed it between 2 guides and over the platen roller, and just simply close the clamshell, hit feed. Same sort of thing on this unit. You open it up, you just feed it in, load it up the same way. You would, I'm trying to do this with one hand here, but it's pretty simple. Loading procedure. Press the feed to line it up, and then you saw that the sort of the strength of this unit here. I'll try to do it. So our big thing we run into, we've done many a system with our label connector with the Dymo printer. To be honest with you, the supplies, when you're working with the driver, the supplies are a problem because when we lay out a design, the specifications of like the width of their label stock and the length, they don't publish that. You have to really kind of get in there and maybe measure that by hand. But my point is you have to kind of reverse engineer, like there's a stock number in the driver that you have to select, and if the customer doesn't know the stock number, we don't know the stock number, they make it difficult to set up labels with a Dymo printer because you have to use their specific stock numbers when you make the page size in the driver. And maybe we need to have a separate software video on that, but whereas the Zebra printer driver and the label connector for barcode printer driver, you can simply just put in the dimension of the label and you set up your page size and define it knowing your label size, whereas here you have to use their number. The other thing I've found with their driver itself is you can't even get the printer driver installed unless you install their entire software package for label printing, the Dymo label software package. So not to mention that the price per label for the same size label from Dymo is probably 10 times the cost because of how it's so special with the sensing holes. I think it's a good introductory printer, but if you got a whole company that's depending on this small unit, or else you won't be able to ship product, think twice, because it's a lot to have your whole company riding on, what I would consider to be something that, in my opinion, is almost more like a toy than something that you should have your company relying on. So, as far as space, these are not that big of a printer. If you don't have room, again, I have these feeding in through the back. They can both work with 4 or 5 inch rolls inside the unit, so you may be looking at 7 or 8 inches this way, 7 inches this way. This unit is a little bit larger, but if you're going to get serious about labeling and you don't want to go down and not be able to ship, I think you can afford to have a little room somewhere in the warehouse or somewhere in the office for these slightly larger printers. So I don't think space, in my opinion, is a consideration. If you're using it at home to print labels for your Christmas card list or something like that, and you're worried about space, I think, okay, go with that printer, but not for commercial industrial label printing. I think you need to step up. There are obviously Zebras that are much larger than these units that can be available, obviously, for higher amounts of printing. So just wanted to give you an overview, our thoughts on some of the more popular label printers available out there. Again, we're talking about $295 retail, possibly can be sourced for about that price, usually at about $325 to $350, $150. So it's your call. But I think with this unit, if you're doing 100 or more labels per week, you quickly pay for the better units. If you do the return on investment with the cost of their supplies, which is, if you check it out, it's 5 to 10 times the price of the standard stocks that are available with the non-proprietary. They don't have sensing holes in between, so the stocks are much more available in many parts of the country and many warehouses. Thanks.